So, I'd like to start today by sharing my gratitude. Such an important emotion. I hope you agree. I'd like to recognise and give warm thanks to all my family and friends that have supported me over the last 2 years, especially to my father and grandfather. And I'd like to thank Nuffield, not only the board, for being very open-minded about my topic and giving me this amazing opportunity, but to all the scholars that have helped and supported me, many of which are in the room today, and some who can't be with us because they're on other adventures. I'd like to say a few words about my sponsor, Mr. David Allen. It was with great sadness that I received the news that Mr. Allen passed away last October. As a man in his 80s with a wealth of experience in leading people and a great passion for agriculture, I regret that he can't see the culmination of my research. But I want to express my sincerest thanks and gratitude for his sponsorship and support and allowing me to be here today and share what I've learned about developing emotional intelligence and ways in which we can utilize this to support the growth not only of ourselves, but of our employees, and in turn, our businesses. The human brain is wired to not pay attention. I have a challenge for you today, and it's called active listening. When I attended a 2-day mindfulness course in New York with the Search Inside Yourself Leadership Institute, created by Chade Meng Tang, number 107 engineer in Google. 2 executive coaches, Mark and Laurie, explained to me, between them, what active listening was. But I couldn't tell you what they explained to me in that introductory session. Because what I actually heard was, oh, this should be good. I'm always being told I don't listen. Not sure about this mindfulness stuff. Is it for hippies and weirdos? What's that guy doing over there? Is he paying attention? Well, he looks like a normal kind of person. And then Mark said something that really grabbed my attention. When another person is talking, quite often we're not solely paying attention to what they're saying. We are listening to our own self-talk, our own chit-chat that goes on in our minds, for some on a continual basis. As they continued to explain about the exercise we were to carry out on a one-to-one basis with the partner in the room, what I heard was, well, it's not possible, is it, to quieten the mind? Well, I am listening to the person at the front of the room. Yes, but you're also listening to me in your head as well. Well, I'm just brilliant, I am. I can do 2 things at once. I'm multitasking. That's a great thing. Is it? Said the voice in my head. You're always being told you don't listen. As I sat down and listened to Yutaka explain how he had founded the Excel Academy of Charter Schools in Boston, I was indeed hearing the self-talk over what he was telling me. But rather than let the thoughts turn into a conversation in my head, I would notice quickly and bring my attention back to what he was telling me. After a couple of times of practicing this, I realized that it is possible to actually hear what someone else is saying and truly focus your attention on just listening. My own self-talk questions were answered. Don't I need to prepare a response for when he stops talking? I let go of my doubts. What if I have nothing to say in the silence when it's my turn to speak? The response is there when you need it. From this exercise, I believe I've built on all 4 pillars of what is becoming defined as emotional intelligence. I created a little more self-awareness, aware of what was going on in my own mind. I developed a little bit more self-management to be able to notice the self-talk and bring my attention back to what Yutaka was communicating with me. I increased my social awareness. I was paying attention to the language he used and I could really start to understand what underpinned his values, what his goals were, and what drove him and his business. And I increased my social management, because by really listening to him and giving him my full attention, it helps create rapport. Now, I'm just going to sidetrack for a moment here, as you may be wondering why developing emotional intelligence is relevant to you and the wider agriculture arena. One of agriculture's main challenges is developing and retaining talent within the industry. And unless we develop our soft skills, both around management and leadership, we will not be the attractive sector we should be to achieve this goal. Whilst large contractors are getting larger and are having to employ more skilled-based workers, more small farmers are having to diversify in innovative ways to support their farming. Now, I believe this vertical integration is great news for the farming sector, promoting greater profitability connected to base agriculture. But it involves managing people in either sales roles or customer service, and developing soft skills within your workforce, and improving leadership. Excuse me. So back to rapport. Being able to consciously create rapport is the most valuable skill on the planet, said Dr. Mac James. When you are in rapport with someone, you can get anything you want. Learning about how humans naturally create rapport through body language, spoken language, and even breathing was just fascinating. For those of you that have never heard of Neuro linguistic programming, or NLP, it is essentially learning what successful people do and copying it. It involves understanding the unconscious mind, and the more you understand it, the better you can manage it. One of the most interesting things I learned about the human mind while studying NLP in Boston is that our unconscious mind is bombarded by, say, 2 million bits of data per second, yet the conscious mind can only process a ratio of 126 bits per second. It's the role of your unconscious mind to prove to you your beliefs. You know those people that say, I'm so unlucky. If it's bad, if it goes wrong, it happens to me. Guess what? They're right. And in contrast, if we are clear and positive about our vision and goals, as we go along in our lives and take in these 2 million bits of data per second, the 126 bits that actually register are associated with proving to us our beliefs. And therefore, we're much more likely to notice the opportunities that will help us achieve our goals, to perceive the avenues that will allow us to reach our desired success, to see those open doors. This is why vision matters. NLP and mindfulness training were just two of the practical applications I identified in my study, in which we can develop people in our businesses and in turn grow our businesses. I've also covered personality profiling and coaching. And here is a list of results that this type of training being introduced into a business can produce. Productivity increases. Injury rates drop. Absenteeism falls. Relationships and communication skills improve. People become more positive and experience improved self-confidence. Profits increase. Developing your emotional intelligence can greatly improve your leadership abilities and, perhaps more importantly, consistent leadership. I think we all probably know the skills and attributes that make a great leader, and hopefully we are aware in ourselves when we are achieving the best we can be in our business, and probably when we're not. When the stress is on, we often forget to deliver these traits in the best possible way at all times. This ability to be able to pay attention, to be more mindful and consciously deliver at your best can be improved through the practical application of brain training, focusing on the present moment for just 10 minutes a day. Something some of you may be familiar with, meditation. I did not find a company that made meditation compulsory on a daily basis for their employees, but there are many that have implemented mindfulness training, and this always covers the aspect of meditation as a practice to increase mindfulness in our daily lives. Companies that implemented a range of practices which provided education on increasing emotional intelligence in their employees experienced a significant growth. And more importantly, those that did not limit this type of leadership training to the top levels of management were even more successful. James Terrell, author of The Emotionally Intelligent Team, taught me when I met him in Boulder, Colorado. In some aspects of your life, you are the official leader. And in any case, you are the boss of your own life, which is an important opportunity to lead. As employers, it is a wise move to provide all our employees with leadership training. I concluded that introducing mindfulness to the wider agricultural community could be beneficial for many issues, including reducing stress, supporting consistent leadership skills, increasing innovation, developing more effective leadership, and the overall growth of the ag industry. I was honoured to receive a bursary from the Frank Parkinson Trust. The Frank Parkinson Award is available to all Nuffield scholars on completing their scholarships and offers grants of up to £20,000 for projects which promote new ideas and innovation in agriculture. If you visit focusfarmers.com, you can sign up to receive a series of videos which will be released in January on how the mind works and how we can take responsibility for training our minds to focus on our goals and achieve these more effortlessly. I believe training and exercising the mind should be as widely discussed and accepted in society and the workplace as exercising, nutrition, and overall health is currently for the body. I hope you agree and will join me in driving this message forward within the agricultural community. Thank you.